It's like Batman said. It's probably never green. Oh wow, it just deflects it, shit. Look how slow my moves come out compared to his. The advantage is so... it's not even subtle. The advantage is not even subtle, the advantage the CPU has. It's not subtle. Oh, nice. Good battering. Good battering. Shit. Watch him use the clash after this.
Stay down.
Oh shit. Oh wow, I was gonna go over him but he hit me and now I'm dead. I'm dead. So fucking stupid. Fuck supers in this fucking game. It pisses me off. Fucking supers are garbage. Half your fucking health bar. Even MKX's X-ray moves don't do that shit. Who thought fucking supers taking half your fucking health was a good idea? So broken. Get over here. Of course he gets to counter my fucking throw. Fighting the CPU is a fucking... CPU is a fucking cheap. Seriously. You have all the advantages that you don't. You're slower than the CPU and everything. It's fucking ridiculous. I know the wrong move. I like the multiple bad suits in the corner there. You see that? Oh my god. Oops. I messed up.
There's no peace in revenge.
Of course he texted. Whatever. Freeze moves are always a free hit in Mortal Kombat. Why is it in Justice the wolves are not there? Like, what the fuck? Soccer? There we go. Done.
It's over, Bruce. I'm not letting Brainiac live to put the Earth at risk again.
Then what? I'm your next victim.
I could have killed you years ago. It would have been so easy.
So go ahead, Clark. Do it. Show me what a villain looks like.
Is
Damn
that what
right.
you want to see?
He's still breathing.
If he dies a martyr. I want him kept alive.
We need to deal with Kara.
She's young. Give her time. She'll come around.
And if she doesn't?
She will. This time, everyone will.
Oh my god. He's totally unredeemable. I don't like that. That's pretty sick. He's got a Brainiac like outfit. Look at that. He's literally an evil tyrant now, basically. Wow. He even threw his sister in fucking prison. Cut that. Yeah, he basically threw his cousin in prison
The
too.
remaining cities have been restored, and just like I told you, Earth is at peace.
Under your heel.
I wish you'd come around, Kara. I'm building a new army to protect.
I like how she's not easily twisted by all
millions
this.
of warriors trapped in Brainiac's collection.
I do like that.
Daxamites, Zarnians.
I'll have a legion whose power rivals the combined Lantern Corps. And I want you to lead it with me.
Never, Cal.
You'll either make the right choice,
Or I'll make it for you.
Oh shit. Oh shit. He's turned Batman. Oh my god. Oh my lord.
Going to be.
He's turned Batman and all. Oh shit. That was crazy. He's turned Batman and all. Oh my god. Holy fucking shit. Yo, that was nuts. Oh my god. Alright. So that's it. That's pretty much it for the story then. I'll just let this series run while I talk a little bit. So, what do I think? Well, I know it might be a bit of a surprise, but I don't know if this was as good as the first game. I don't know. It's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if it's as good as the first game was. I'm not sure why. I think it might have been the character choice aspect. I don't think it needed to be there. Quite frankly, I don't think like the points where you have to pick one or the other characters. I don't think it needed to be there very much. I think they could have like given those kind of multi-picks their own chapter and made it a bit longer maybe. I mean, the new guys are woefully underplayed and underdone, I think. You know, the only new guy from the first game that really gets a lot of time is Brainiac because he's the main villain. But you know, the likes of Blue Beetle and Firestorm, they barely get minutes. You know, I think Canary gets a bit. Poison Ivy gets a bit. Scarecrow is underdone. It's like all the new characters are really underdone here. I mean, Supergirl obviously gets some of the most time as well because she's kind of the secondary hero. But at the end of the day, it's all about the old people again, isn't it? You know, Flash, Green Lantern. You know, they kind of get the bulk of the screen time. Batman and Superman obviously because of the end. And like I said, the only new guy that really gets a lot of screen time is Brainiac because he's the main villain. But apart from that, all the other new characters are woefully underdone. You know, Firestorm and Blue Beetle get like 2 minutes. And their own little chapter, and that's about it. They're done. Darkseid wasn't mentioned at all, which makes it a bit weird as to why he was the pre-order character. But then again, Gore was the pre-order character in Mortal Kombat X, and he had no part of the story either. So, I guess that's fine. But you know, a lot of the new people just did not feature in the story that much. Again, the centerpiece was on Batman and Superman and Brainiac because he was the main villain, and that was it. So, I don't know. I don't know if this game is as good as the first one. I don't think so. I don't think it was as good as the first game's story. I'm not sure why. I don't think the story really had a direction. You know, I don't think it really had like a real thing you were working towards. Yes, you were stopping Brainiac, but that's obvious. It's like you know, there was I don't know, man. It's a good story, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. You know, I'm not saying that at all. But I just don't know. I don't think it was as good as the first game. You know, it started so well with that thing on Krypton. Like, that was the most unusual place to start. I didn't think this game would start in Krypton, which is pretty cool. You know, the structure of the story is pretty much the same as the first game, which isn't bad. You know, that's fine. But like I said, I think the worst thing about this story was the fact that the new guys were woefully underplayed. Whereas with Mortal Kombat X, that focused majority on the new people. You know, the Kadas and the Cassies and the Kung Jins. You know, they were kind of the main part of the story. But with this one, it was different. Don't get me wrong though, it's a good game, it's a good story, but I don't know if it was as good as the first one. That's all I'm saying. I don't really know. I don't really think I can say it was as good as the first one. But I'm just saying that as kind of a preference thing rather than criticizing it. It's a good NetherRealm story though. You know, it's a NetherRealm story. It's good, but I just don't know. I don't really get it. You know, it really just feels weird, I suppose. Phil Lamar's there, Laura Bailey, yeah. There's a few known actors in that English voice cast, which is good. You know, a lot of the actors from the Batman Arkham games and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that this game was really as good as the first game. It's a good game, but I think MK9, MKX, and Injustice 1 were probably just a little bit better. That's what I would say. It's not a bad story, it's just not as good as MKX and MK9 and Injustice 1, I think. I mean, fighting the CPU, like I said, is an absolute fucking nightmare. I personally do not want to fight the CPU anymore because I think the CPU just has some distinct advantage. I could be wrong, maybe I just suck, which is most likely. But it just looked like to me that, I kid you not, right? I have this story from when I played this earlier today, which is May 21st, when I recorded this final part. I shit you not. I had myself playing as Aquaman against Green Lantern in Kadak, that Kadak scene. And I shit you not, I did my super first. I activated super first, beat him ahead by half a frame. Green Arrow activates his super and beats me. I shit you not, that happened. I shit you not. The fucking inputs are terrible, yet again. The inputs are horrible. You press input, you get fucked. Why is it that in fighting games in the most recent era, like this modern era of gaming, you press first and it absolutely means fuck all? And I'm getting really sick of it. You know, I'm getting really sick of button presses not meaning anything. Like, you press first and it means nothing. Back in the day in the old fighting games, pressing first means you hit first, not the other way fucking round. Fighting the CPU always has a distinct advantage over you, it seems. It's quicker than you, it's faster than you, it knows everything you're going to hella do. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not intelligent, it's just luck. It's just pure luck. Everything you do is so much fucking slower. It's like, oh my god. I'm not angry, it just kind of frustrates me that, you know, basic rule of thumb in fighting game means nothing. And it's like, what? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if this story was that good. It's good, but it's not as good as MK9, MKX, Injustice 1. That's basically it. Out of those four, I think this was the weakest. I really do. I don't think it really made that much sense. You know, we know Brainiac's the main villain, and that's about it. You know, it's kind of a cliche story where beat the bad guy and then the two good guys fight each other at the end. It's a predictable ending. You know, the Batman ending was totally predictable. I could have predicted that. I was really kind of hoping that they would kind of switch it and do a Superman redemption story, but no, the endings just played out the same thing that kind of happened in the first game. You know, beat bad Superman back in prison, or back to the Phantom Zone in this game's case. I don't know, it was kind of a weak ending, to be honest with you. Alright. So one diamond mother box, we'll open that now. Seal of Brainiac, Superman emblem. I'll actually might equip that. I might equip that shader as well. I only got one trophy for that, which is weird. What was that trophy? Let's have a look at what it was. We do our kind of traditional trophy look. Let's actually do that and see what it was. I hope it was what I thought it was. Complete story mode after doing alternate paths. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's have a look. See what we've got here for a few minutes. Quite like that one. So let's see if we can equip this thing for Superman, because I do believe that some of them you can't equip on some of the gear you can't equip on characters until you've reached a certain level with them, which makes sense. Let's see. I think it would be... No, it wouldn't... There it is. Yeah, Seal of Brainiac. So your character is not reached the level requirement to equip this gear. Ah, that's interesting then. You need to reach levels with characters to do that. What level does it say? Level 20. Oh, I get it. Oh, that probably won't even sit out then. Online will probably be okay for like the first maybe couple of weeks. And then when people have got up to level 20 with a certain character, then it will start to get broken. Possibly. Oops. I think the last thing we'll do is unlock these things I got, which are basically packs, again, you know, because every game is supposed to have a fucking pack equivalent now. So in this one we got 3 items for Supergirl. We got 1 for Joker, 1 for Poison Ivy, 1 for Joker's head, which is probably a different head, and a blade. And then this down one over here. We got a couple things for... 1 thing for Darkseid's legs, 1 thing for Batman, and a Robin, a couple of things for Batman, a couple of things for Robin, and a Scarecrow thing as well. We got actually shock absorbing plated Nightwing for Robin. Huh. Yeah, that was the playthrough of Injustice 1 story. I personally think it's probably the weaker of the 4 stories we've experienced from NetherRealm Studios. It's a good story, but I think it's just the weakest of the games that have come before it. And the ending was a bit predictable. And finding the CPU is an absolute... I don't know. It's not annoying, it's just... It's not unbeatable. You know, it's nothing like that. It's just... Again, it's one of those fighting game CPUs that breaks the fighting game rule of thumb and reads your mind, basically. But I guess that's what we'd expect these days. Anyway, that's the story of Injustice 2. I personally don't think it was really as good as the first game, and I think it's the weakest of the 4 games that NetherRealm have done recently, but to flip that, it's not a bad one. It's not something that, you know, is terribly bad and you never want to play again, even though I think that'll probably be the case. No one will really play the story again. But yeah, I think MK9, MKX, and Injustice 1 were just maybe that little bit better than this. But I think that's maybe because I didn't really get it. I don't know. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much. But anyway, I'm going to go now. It's the story of Injustice 2 done. Good, but nothing really spectacular, I think, would be the way to wrap this up. So I'm Mr. Nikios. I will see you for online and other stuff in this game, and at least until Tekken 7 comes out. I'll see you all then. Peace out.